Okay, so before we get into the video, I would like to give a special shout out to a friend slash YouTuber. We have been friends for about 20 years. We went to school together. She has been the same genuine sweet person since the first day I met her in school. Her channel is Miss Chastin to You. Go over there and check her out. She's on a lock journey over there. She's a notary. She travels. She takes vacations. She knows how to help you with your Disney packages. She's bomb over there. Go check her out and tell her Sin sent you. Hey y'all, it's your girl Sin Marie and I'm back with another video. And in today's video, we will be going over 5 things that might, keyword might, be keeping your channel from growing, because we really don't know. We just assume. We just all assume. We don't really know what's keeping it down. We have to keep trying different things to find out. But in today, I'll be going over 5 things that might be keeping it down. So let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Okay, so I want to ask you 3 questions, and I really want you to think about what I'm asking you. So the first question is, what is your YouTube channel about? If someone were to ask you, or if you were telling someone what your channel is about, what would you tell them that your channel is about? Do you know? If you do, great. If you don't, we'll work on that, because you need to know what your channel is about. The second question is, who is your targeted niche? Who is your video and your YouTube channel surround? Not as far as age and gender and all that. What draws that particular audience together? You need to know who your audience is. Who are you targeting for your videos? Is it people that love to cook? Is it people that love to draw, love to do beauty, makeup, fragrance, try on hauls? You need to know who your targeted audience is. That way you know how to produce and make your videos. It's very important to know who your audience is. Third question is why. What sets your video apart from everyone else that is doing the same exact thing you're doing? Ask yourself, what type of unique different things that you're doing. A lot of people are doing the same thing on YouTube, but everyone does not get equal views. Think about why your video is different than the next person. What can you do to make sure your video is different from the next person to keep your viewers engaged? Because we all know that is what gets your video ranked high, the watch time. The longer the audience watch the video, that lets YouTube know, hey, this is a good one. People are watching this video for half of the video or however long that YouTube feels is substantial to rank you higher in the algorithm. Number 2 is something that I speak on a lot. Your thumbnail. Your thumbnail is what sells your video. I will say this till the end. Your thumbnail is what sells your video. You have to have a nice thumbnail. Those thumbnails, once you publish your video, your thumbnail is in the same niche or category as other videos that have been there before you, the same day of yours and after yours. Your thumbnail needs to stick out. Like I said, a lot of people do the same type of videos, but it starts with your thumbnail. Once you publish a video, YouTube puts your video out, your thumbnails right there. And then there's something called impressions, which means that's how many people YouTube has sent the video around to. That's how many people have put their eyes on your thumbnail. But it's up to them to click on the video at that point. Once they click on that thumbnail, you need to make sure you have great content that match the thumbnail. Make sure your content is as great as the thumbnail is, because if not, they're going to exit out the video, which means your watch time will be super low, which means YouTube will not push that video any longer like that. Because guess what? YouTube is about money. YouTube wants to get paid. And if your video is only getting 15 seconds, 30-second watch time, they're not going to promote that, because guess what? They're not making any money. They want videos that are getting long watch time so they can put those ads in there and they can get paid. So think about that. Make sure your thumbnail matches your content. It has to match the content. Number 3, this is why I say it's very important to know your niche or your targeted audience. Let's just say, for instance, you make a video on how to apply lashes. YouTube will send that video to a certain audience. They'll watch the video. Then the next day you do a video on lawn care. YouTube will try to send that lawn care video to the same audience from yesterday. And it's not going to work, because guess what? Those are 2 different things. So what I'm saying is, make sure you know what audience your video is geared towards, because YouTube is just going to repeat the cycle. If YouTube see that this audience is grasping to your video, they're going to send the same video that has nothing to do with that audience to that audience, and guess what? They're not going to watch it, which means your retention rate is terrible, and then the video is not going to be pushed further. So make sure you know exactly what type of niche or audience you are building your content around. It's very important to know that. Number 4, do your research. Learn how YouTube works. Learn your audience. Learn what needs to be done to have a successful YouTube channel. It does not happen overnight, but you need to understand exactly what you're doing. Don't just be uploading videos because that's what you think you need to do. Make sure your content makes sense. Make sure your content has information. You want people to subscribe to you, give them a reason to subscribe. Don't just say subscribe, give them a reason why you feel that your channel needs to be subscribed to. Number 5, make sure you optimize your video. Make sure your title, description, and tags all have the same keywords. Don't just make up a random title. Think about a way that the person would type it in to look up the video. Like, as far as like, I'm gonna use lashes again, how to apply lashes. Think about a way that the audience would type that in to look for a way to apply lashes. Think of them. Put them in mind of how they would type that in, how they will word it to look for the videos. That's how you do your title. If you're not sure what title to use, go to TubeBuddy, go to vidIQ. Put your title in TubeBuddy and see the average. Is that used? Is it search? Do it like that. Look for special keywords. Make sure you optimize your video. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing and how you want your video to look. You are the CEO of your channel. Make it work. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was very helpful to you, to help you out in figuring out what you need to do to grow your channel. It's not easy, but it's also possible as well. I'm still learning, I'm still growing, but it's very important to do your research. It's very important to know what your channel is about. If you couldn't answer the question, what is your channel about? That's the first thing you need to do. That could be the main reason that's holding your channel back from growth, because you're all over the place. And it's not your fault because you don't know. We're still learning. It's a learning process, but it's very important to know exactly what your YouTube channel is about. That way you can have an audience that love the same things that you do. That's how it's going to work out for you. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, your girl Sim Marie is out. Oh, I forgot to ask, what type of videos do y'all want me to do? What type of videos do y'all want to see? I want to hear from y'all so that I can make sure that I'm doing and giving y'all the best experience y'all can get over here on my channel. So please, please, please put in the comments what type of videos that you would like for me to do, because I will do them. All right, for real, this time, your girl out.